Hey there, this is your number one repairman here, giving you a little hint on something you could do if you have the same problem that I had. I'm dealing with a LG microwave. And the problem is, my lady called and told me, my microwave isn't working, it's gone out. And I said, well, you got one of those plans, call them up and have them come over and fix it. He said, okay. So when he got to her place, the guy told him, well, the circuit board's fried. It'd be better for you to just go ahead and get another one. It'd be too expensive to repair it. So I said, okay, why don't we see what we can do? So I went over there and she was right, it wasn't working. So I said, well, just a minute, hold my beer. I said, I'm gonna go down here to the Restore and see if they have something that you can use. Lo and behold, guess what? I went to the Restore, which is Habitat for Humanity, and bam! They had an exact duplicate of the one that she has hanging over her stove. I said, well, what kind of luck is that? That's lucky. So I asked the guy, I said, well, I saw one of your microwaves back there, and how much you guys usually charge for it? Now, bear in mind, this one has a sticker. Let me see if I can home in here. You can see it. There it is. Can you see it? It's $39.99, which is $40. So I said, well, you got a couple back there. What are you gonna charge me for it? He said, well, we usually charge 15 for the small and 25 for the large. He said, how large is it? I said, well, it's this big, that big. He said, oh, give me $25. I said, okay. So I gave him $25, brought it home. Now, usually, I'm gonna tell you this, people don't get rid of nice things except for one of two reasons. Either they just don't want it because they're getting something new, or it's broke. Now, everything at the rehab store, they say, it's supposed to be working when people donate it. Yeah, right. Well, anyway, I brought it home, plugged it in, all the lights came on, the fan came on. You can even set the time, but when you mash start, it wouldn't start. It just didn't start. So I said, okay, well, let me go on YouTube, which is my favorite spot, and see what I can find out. And just so happened, because, a lot of times when you're looking over YouTube, you try to find something that's exactly what you have because you have a better idea of how to work with it. And there was an LG or General Electric, which is pretty much close. I'm pretty sure they buy the microwaves from the same place and just slap their name on it. Anyway, there was one just like it. And he was telling me there's only a few things to go wrong. Fortunately, my girl gave me this wrinkled piece of paper that was inside of the top of the microwave. And it correlated with the same thing that they said. There's only be a few things wrong with it. It's either the transformer, the magnetron, the capacitor, the micro switch, or it could be the relay. But that's about the only things that could go wrong. And on YouTube, they were talking about, hey, make sure that you don't touch that. That, he said, can kill you. You do not want to touch the capacitor. Even when it's unplugged, it can still straighten your hair like Don King, okay? So don't touch that unless you discharge it. Now, if you're looking at this, there are other ones that show you how to discharge it, so I'm not gonna go there with it. But when I took off the side, this is the side to hers, and I took off the side to the new one. And on the new one, I happened to find, lo and behold, let me turn this light on, one of the micro switches, which is this one right here. This one right here. Can you see that one? Okay, this one right here was laying down here. Obviously, someone was trying to fix it and gave up, or it broke off and fell off, and that was it. They turned the microwave in for a little cash settlement on their taxes or whatever. Anyway, I end up putting it back, and you see I have a twist cap for electrical here. I put on it right here to hold it in place, and then I put a screw to hold that in place. So this is holding that and this is holding that. And I went back and turned it on, and lo and behold, it came on. And I could hear the motor running and the lights going, and it was counting down, but there was still a problem. It was still not heating up water. So I said, well, there's not much else I can do except for start swapping parts out to see if I can find a part in the new one that I could put in the old one. But I said, hold on a minute. Let me look at this paper again. So I went and looked at the paper. Let me turn this off. And the paper said it had 3 micro switches. I said 3, I only saw 2. And I went back down here and I looked in here again. And lo and behold, there are 3 micro switches. If any one of those aren't working, it won't work. There's 1, there's 2, and way up here there's 3. So I said, well, let me check to see if those other micro switches are working. And when I took the top one off and I tested it for continuity or to see if any signal was going through when the door is shut, lo and behold, I got no signal. Right here, I put this on this one and this on this one. Let's see if I can do this right. Okay, that one here and that one here, and put it on. No signal coming through there at all. So I said, well, obviously that micro switch is bad. So what I did is I hot wired, which is right here, this piece. I just took a wire and ran it to the 2 switch leads. So that means I bypassed that switch and the signal's going through. Came back outside, put a glass of water in, crossed my fingers, grabbed my beer, and hit the on switch. Lo and behold, it heated up. It started running. Went in the other room, came back, checked the water. The water was hot. Booyah! Problem solved. So that's just a little thing to let you know that it could be a little thing. It doesn't have to be a big thing that's wrong with the microwave. Now I'm going to gut this top one and take extra parts just in case something goes wrong with the new one, but I doubt it at this point. So just to let you know, I hope this helped you. If you have a problem with the LGs, I think LG's a bunch of crap anyway. But anyway, that's just my personal opinion. But you have a good day, and I hope it helped you out. All right? Bye.